silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Arizona Cardinals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 10.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 21. They started on the ground with Eckler. Room here to run.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there for L.A. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, Murray. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. And you think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
A big play there for L.A. And even 60 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they touchdown.
Mike Williams
with his second touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
To throw again on second down. Murray. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Back to throw here. He finds his target, Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Murray now on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, 53 yards. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their life.
Second and 14.
Herbert now. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Cameron Thomas
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Up the middle with Eckler. And some room to work. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
96 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Hopkins, the man in motion left. To throw again on second down. Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Dumping it off for Johnson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. To throw, it's Murray. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Shotgun now for Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Murray off play action. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. This is taken in by McBride. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. Murray going to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cards get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Prater for the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
127 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22. In motion left is Hopkins. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On second and goal. Murray to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it was really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Fourth down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now.
Prater's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
But the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The Charger drive about to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
And the Cards will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Murray now to throw. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him.
Touchdown! Ty Johnson. 30 yards.
And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Extra point good by Prater. And that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Here's Herbert. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. He's got room at the 30. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Chargers. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw is Murray. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Murray. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. A give up the middle to Johnson. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down. Come on.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And Allen's got it.
And he is going to have the Cardinals' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Prater for the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
147 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. First down, and they stick with Eckler.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. Herbert to throw.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Now Herbert.
And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Slot man moves right. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Murray to throw.
Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Now Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Well, like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was the defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
So for the Cards, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it's a disappointing way to lose your first game as they drop to 10-1 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.